Yes,
I
sir.
have a question. This zoning is for single family R1 or mixed use? Now, mixed use does allow for the mobile homes as they are there now to continue indefinitely. Someone can move one out, 2 years later, put another mobile home back in there. As R1, it would not. It would have non-conforming use.
Okay. Okay, so R1, it could have a mobile home.
Multi would be all right, as long as it's residential.
Right. Well, let me explain the difference. The R1 zoning district allows for single-family residential uses. Each structure could stay there indefinitely as a non-conforming use, as long as it was replaced within 6 months. If it was zoned R, I think it's a mixed-use residential district, an R3, that would allow for mobile home use at any point, whether, regardless of how long the lot was vacant or unused. All the structures out there now, as far as I can tell, are multi-manufactured or mobile homes.
Except for one house.
So your
I don't
motion,
have any problem.
okay, so your motion says R3. Okay, it's R3 motion. So the motion is to adopt the map with the change to that R3. And there was a second, who was it?
Mr. Bush.
Mr. Bush was the second, and R3 is okay with you. Okay. Any further discussion? Okay, all in favor of changing the zoning map, adopting a new zoning map with that change? All in favor? All opposed? Are you in favor?
No, I'm not. I would rather have it to R1
Okay, okay, hang on.
and then come back.
Okay, so it's 2 in favor, opposed, y'all 2.
That's you.
That's me, I'm opposed to Marshall. It's assuming it's R1 right now. Okay? Could the property owner go get a variance to put a home back there?
You'd have to be 4 different criteria, and honestly, just looking at them right now, it doesn't meet any one of those 4 criteria for variance. That's not to say that you could grant one.
Right.
I mean, it's been passed. It should be rezoned, not just allowing it to be residential and then come back with individual properties that have a variance. You set up a bad precedent.
I'll vote on R3. I'll break the time and go with R3. I voted with y'all. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, and yes. I voted with those two. Casey, don't mark Mr. Corner Bird, he can't stand. Okay, mark Mr. Johnstown's abstention.
Another reason being his wife's property.
Okay. Don't wait for Marshall. Yeah, public hearing for zoning on sign ordinance. Is there a motion to open the public hearing?
I'll make a motion to
Yeah, a motion for a public hearing. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Powell. All in favor? Everybody's in favor? Okay, Marshall. Is this you two?
Well, I was hoping Paul would be here for the RDC.
Let me start it off,
Okay.
and then Washington can chime in a little bit. I want to let you know that the county is, at their last meeting, there was some public comments that the notice for a public hearing was a little bit confusing, in that it didn't say sign ordinance, it said the actual, zoning number of the ordinance, and then someplace down in the wording it said, it would be for a signed ordinance. That, along with some of the questions that we've gotten from different businessmen, have indicated that we want to go a little bit slower in adopting this ordinance so that everybody has an opportunity to understand, especially the business community, and also the county commission would like to have a work session like you all had to better understand this ordinance before they move forward with it. So basically, our schedule is going to be for looking for another public hearing and looking towards adoption in probably August. So I just wanted to give you that information on how the county's proceeding to move forward with it.
How long is our,
It's been 30 days since we renewed.
so no matter what we do, we need to,
Well, we would have to renew for another 30 days next month, and we could do that if y'all would like.
y'all want to go ahead and adopt sign ordinance? You want to wait on the county? You want to discuss this some? Well, I'm gonna just, you know, I mean, do y'all want to adopt a public hearing on sign ordinance? Y'all want to do anything with it?
I think for most of us, now this is just my own opinion, which is good or bad, small. But anyhow, what would be the reason we would delay it? In other words, most of us really don't 100% understand these sign ordinances anyway. But once we adopt it, as problems or as things come up, we can make changes to it. But it's just my feeling, we need to put something in motion. Now, that's just my opinion, and you know, but we need something. These policemen and various folks, they need something to go by. Right now, they have nothing. We wait till August, the summer's gone, and then, you know, and the county may well delay again. I don't know. I'm not saying good or bad, or that's their prerogative. But I really think
One thing I would
yeah,
add
please.
is in your budget, you approved for us to do a recodification of the city ordinances.
Yeah.
And what I don't want to see happen is what happened last time after we recodified the ordinances, trying to be in line with the county, and then the zoning ordinance changed after we did our book because the county changed theirs. So I would rather err on the side of caution because we're going to be working on that, and we'll be probably ready to present about August whenever if we went the same schedule as the county, and it would save you considerable money if a reprint 1 year later, and that's what we faced about 8 or 9 years ago when we got caught in the same trap, trying to be uniform, you know, with something that makes sense to be uniform. But
maybe applicable in the county that certainly wouldn't fit the city. Is that what you're saying?
Not exactly, but you picked up on a good point. The point is, there's a lot of it that does overlap, and the majority of it does. And I would rather us go at the same time, just from the fact we have this codification coming up. If we didn't, then I would agree with what you're saying, but this is really a legal point. It's just a matter of we've got something else in the process that's going to cost a considerable amount of money, and then to redo it next year would make sense.
Well, after this, what Bert said, he makes sense.
What do y'all want to discuss in on the sign ordinance while we're here? Any more questions on sign ordinance we can ask them? A motion to close the public hearing. Do you want to say something, Jeff? Jeff's back there want to say something.
I'd like to say one other thing,
Okay.
though, is by slowing down the process a little bit and giving the public a little bit more time to make comments, there might be some more adjustments that, you know, we would feel that we'd want to recommend be included in this ordinance or changed in the ordinance. So by having a workshop like y'all did, I think that could bring out some more discussion, as well as making sure that the business community is aware of what we're trying to do here, to bring out some more discussion too. So those could have an effect on modifying the ordinance a little bit, the draft ordinance, before it's presented for the final vote.
There hasn't been any, since the moratorium has been in place and extended, have there been any people that have come forward wanting a sign?
Not in the city, but there have been two companies, or I guess corporations, wanting them in the county.